Ang init guys, hindi ko feel mag-makeup. Welcome again to another vlog and today pag-usapan natin tong si OLP. At pansin ko parang tumataas yung mga fees ni OLP. Okay naman sana siya kasi kahit na 15% yung kanyang interest for the whole month, at least buo siya natatanggap. Pero may pinapatong kasi siyang additional services. Yun yung nagpapamahal sa babayaran natin kay OLP. The good news is natatanggal to. Yung loan doctor, tsaka yung loan guarantee. And tinest ko siya, ang totoo nga guys. So kung gusto nyo malaman paano matanggal yung loan guarantee, tapos yung loan doctor, then keep watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Ate Red here, and sa channel na to I talk about online loan platforms para meron kayong tamang expectations about loan apps. Alam nyo kung ano yung iwasan at kung ano yung mga dapat na loan apps na pwede natin gamitin kung sakali man ay mga ilangan. So for today's video, pag-usapan natin si OLP. This video is not sponsored, it's based on my experience. Matagal na akong gumagamit ng OLP guys, ever since pa nung nag-lockdown tayo. So kilalang kilala ko guys si OLP. At least ngayon, buo mo siyang matatanggap. Yun yung malaki niyang advantage. Hindi na tulad ng dati na ang laki ng kinakaltas niya. And OLP is registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. As far as I know, hindi naman po nang haharas si OLP kung sakali na hindi ka makabayad or na overdue ka. Pero of course, dapat responsible borrowers din tayo kasi kung responsible borrowers tayo, nakakaulit tayo, 'di ba? Problem with OLP is that meron siyang dinadagdag kasi na loan doctor tsaka loan guarantee. Tapos kung binayaran kay OLP on a loan that's 3,000 pesos is 3,750. So nag-reloan ako hoping na ganun pa rin, 3,750 pa rin yung babayaran ko after 1 month for the same amount na 3,000. Kasi so far, yung sa akin, natatanggal ko pa rin yung kanyang loan guarantee, yung loan doctor, yung loan guarantee hindi. Pero nung nag-reloan ako, nabigla ako guys kasi parang tumaas yung fees niya. So 3,000, tanggal ko pa rin yung kanyang loan guarantee, yung isa. Pero bakit naging 3,900 na yung babayaran ko upon due date? Tumaas yata yung additional fees niya. Yung kanyang interest is still the same, 15% pa rin per month, which is pwede na rin sana if you're going to compare with the other OLAs, buo mo naman siya matatanggap. Yung mas maganda pa rin is matanggal pa rin yung additional services niya because hindi naman natin yung kailangan bayaran kung tayo ay responsible borrowers. Paano siya tanggalin? There are two ways, and that is yung pinakamadali. If you can do this on your own without having to contact anybody from customer service, punta ka ng menu. Ayan, bago mo i-process yung loan, punta ka ng menu, punta ka under additional services, and doon makikita mo yung dalawang option. May iba sa inyo natatanggal yung both, may iba tulad sa akin na isa lang yung natanggal ko. Kaya yung tinanggal ko guys, akala ko maging 3,750 yung patong niya after 30 days. So, bale, sa 3,000, kala ko magiging 3,000. Yun nga, napansin ko naging 3,900. Kaya naging mahal yata yung kanyang loan guarantee. Buti na naalala ko, ito na yung second option guys. Yung sinabi ng ninyo sa comment section. So, pinrocess ko muna yung loan, 3,000, at yung originally 3,900 yung babayaran ko after 30 days. And then, naalala nyo guys na before the due date, yung 5 days before the due date, magpapadala siya ng email, di ba? To remind you of how to make a payment and to give you the reference number. So, doon, on that same email, pagkatapos ko i-process yung loan, reply lang ako doon. At sabi ko, please remove the additional services. Matagal na ako sa inyo, and I've been a good payer. Nung sinend ko yon, kaagad akong nakatanggap ng confirmation email na na-receive nila yung email ko, and someone is going to get back to me in 24 hours. And then, hindi pa umabot ng 24 hours, may nag-email. Sabi sa akin, ano daw yung phone number associated with the account, and I know yung concern. So, tinype ko yung concern, nilagay ko yung phone number, and then sinend ko yung email. At hindi nga umabot ng 24 hours, guys, may nag-reply from customer service saying na tinanggal na daw nila yung additional services. So, yung babayaran ko lang daw upon due date is going to be 3,450. Email confirmation mismo na pagdating ng due date, I should just use the reference number na andun sa email, and yun daw, yung gagamitin ko reference number sa pagbayad, at yung babayaran ko lang daw is 3,450. After 1 day, may nag-confirm na na-approve na daw yung request ko, and then my account has been updated. Kaya ito siya guys. So yung 3,000, babayaran ko in 30 days. 3,450 na lang. 450 is the 15% ng 3,000. Yun yung interest niya bali. So yung nagpapamahal sa kanya is yung additional services nila, which is totally unnecessary, especially if you've been with OLP for a while now. So hindi ko guys sinasabi, hindi po ako agent, hindi ko po pinopromote si OLP. However, ang dami sa inyo na parang misunderstood si OLP. After all, hindi naman ini-encourage yung pag-utang. Some people find it more convenient na pumunta ng OLA kaysa maghiram sa kung sino-sino pa na pahirapan eh. So, mas mabuti na tong si OLP kasi buo mo siyang matatanggap, rehistrado naman siya. And sakali alanganin, it's not recommended na mag-prolongation ka kasi 28% po kasi yung idadagdag nila dun sa babayaran mo kasi is 28% of the outstanding para i-extend or i-move yung due date. It's totally not recommended kasi if you prolong your due date, syempre, malaki rin yung mapupunta sa interest, diba? So, that is why dapat kino-consider natin bago tayo mag-commit sa mga ganitong mga loan app. Yan, natatanggal pa rin yung mga additional services nila. If you can do it on your own, dun sa app, then that's good. If not, pwede mo silang kontakin. Paano bayaran si OLP? There are different options to pay OLP, but yung pinaka convenient is GCash or PayMaya or e-wallet. All you need is the reference number. Yung reference number, paiba-iba po siya with every loan. If you pay attention to your email and your texts, so dapat yung mga text ni OLP hindi na pupunta sa spam. Pag-release ng loan mo, magpapadala siya ng text tsaka email. Andun po yung reference number. And then 5 days before your due date, magpapadala siya ulit ng text tapos email. And andun pa rin yung the same reference number for that particular loan. Hindi po auto loan si OLP dahil kailangan mo pong maglagay ng OTP pag nag-process ka ng panibagong loan. Pag tumawag, mas mabuti na wag yung mga marketing nila, kung takot ka talaga sa auto loan, wag mo na lang kausapin yung marketing nila. Instead, just process everything sa app na lang at makipag-email. Kasi yun, sa email kasi may trade. OLP guys, again, hindi po ini-encourage yung pag-uutang. Yung ini-encourage dito is awareness. Kung anong mga ganitong mga products because the more we understand things, the better na nagagamit natin sila para sa ating advantage. Kasi if good borrower naman tayo, meron naman tayong benefits na makukuha dito. So, I hope naintindihan nyo si OLP better at kung hindi man lang importante or hindi man lang kailangan umutang, wag nang umutang. Save it for the rainy days na lang. So, that's all for today's video and if you wanna know kung paano mag-utang kay OLP, you can check my old videos about OLP kasi andun po yung step-by-step process ng pag-apply, anong IDs yung tinatanggap niya. But for this video, it's just about removing the additional service na yun yung nagpapamahal sa babayaran natin kay OLP sa due date natin. So, OLP, so I hope you find this video helpful. Again, kung hindi pa kayo subscribe kayo sa channel ko because here, naiintindihan nyo ng mabuti yung mga online loan platforms and then, naalalaman nyo paano gamitin yung mga OLA na to para mag-plan for our future plans. Yung ganon. So, see you on my next vlog. Bye!